Ergonometry or anthropometrics is the study of human body measurements. Its most basic, anthropometrics are used to help scientists and anthropologists to understand physical variations amongst humans. Measurements like eye height, the distance from the floor to a person's eyes, can be taken sitting or standing. Other measurements include elbow height, hip breadth, overall stature, knuckle height, and popliteal height, or even the distance from the floor to the back of the knee. All of these measurements play an important role in the design of architecture, furniture, tools, cars, clothes, and more to fit the human body. For example, the height and width of the doorway, or the height and depth of a cabinet or countertop, all rely on anthropometry. Anthropometrics are useful for a wide array of applications, providing a kind of baseline for human measurement. The study of anthropometry has had some less than scientific applications throughout history. For instance, researchers in the 1980s used anthropometrics to analyze facial characteristics and head size. In the modern era, anthropometrics have had more practical applications, particularly in the areas of genetic research and workplace ergonomics.
The word ergonomics comes from the Greek word ergon, which means work, and nomos, which means loss. It is essentially the loss of work, or the science of work. Ergonomics, or human factors, is the scientific discipline concerned with the understanding of interactions among humans and other elements of the system. It's the profession that applies theory, principles, and methods to design in order to optimize human well-being and overall system performance. There are many disciplines that use ergonomics. When you consider that ergonomics is about designing the work environment to optimize human well-being, you begin to realize that ergonomics plays a major factor in our lives, at work, at home, and all the places in between. The applications of ergonomics are everywhere.
Also in offices, people change workstations quite regularly, so the one set of furniture might be used by many people.
If the height of the desk is fixed, and usually it is, we need to adjust the seat height to suit the height of the work surface. If we're typing, we need an angle of around 90 degrees at the elbow, the most comfortable position for our forearms. If this seat height is too high for our lower leg, we can tilt the seat forward to relieve pressure under our thighs. And if we're still not comfortable, we can use a footrest to adjust the height of the floor. It's also useful to have an adjustable backrest. Correctly positioned, the backrest helps us to maintain a healthy spinal curve when we lean back in the seat. By introducing extra components, adjustability often increases cost.
Contemporary theories are the change and relative plasticity of the stress that focuses on the development of understanding that must be on the systematic change. This focus is required because of the belief that the potential for change exists across the lifespan, although it's also assumed that the systemic change is not limitless.
They are used to generate good and functional spaces as well as elements to create and have a better development of people in that space. A design with these three will be a good design that will remove incompatibilities between the work and the worker and will create an optimal work environment.